I'm Emily. I am an ICU travel nurse here with Atlas, and I became a nurse in 2019. I have two tabby cats named Frank and Fran, Frick and Frack when they're being naughty, but they are 8 years old this year, and they are my little travel companions. Because they're my children, so I already had them before I started traveling, and my husband and I were like, well, we can't get, those are our kids, we're not gonna just stop, and because we were gonna start traveling, we were gonna make them or help them to adjust to a new travel life, and they've been better than we can ever expect for traveling around the country. Yeah, I get a little worried that they're stressed out. You know, cats are not like dogs with traveling in cars, and especially if you're going long distances, that's obviously a worry. But I, talked to my vet, and I found a couple things that were really good for keeping them calm in their crates, and even putting a blanket over their little carriers definitely helps with the anxiety of like the motion in the car. A lot of people always ask me, how do you do it, especially if you're traveling long distances? But they've been great. They just chill. Frank always like presses up and kind of meows at you while you're driving. So he's a character, and they're always just sleeping. Oh, they're such a good support system. Obviously, like when you're going to new places and spaces, they make you feel like you're home. They're good cuddle companions after a long day's work, just coming up and laying on your lap and meowing and purring. It's just great. Animals are such a great way to feel like you have a home base. So they do that for me. So, honestly, just Google. I've looked at different vets. We always go home because obviously you have to go home like a couple times out of the year. And so in between assignments, if we're home, we'll go to our regular vet. But obviously whenever we go to a new place, I like to look up and just see where an emergency vet is around, just in case anything were to happen. We've never had any issues, but it's better to be safe than sorry. I just love that at every assignment that we get to, whatever place we're staying at, most cats can be like very timid and like go hide under a bed, but my cats, they are such explorers in any new apartment or house, and they will literally just go throughout the house, and you can hear them echoing from the top as they're meowing. They're in excitement for not being in the car anymore. So just listening to them as they're exploring and prancing around. We have taken Frank out on a leash, so we're gonna try to leash train, and maybe one day we could take him out on the mountains wherever we are. So my advice is talk to your vet. That was the first thing we did. We got medication to help them, but I'm not a skilled person at giving medication to my cats. So I ended up actually kind of looking up online and found this. It's like a pheromone spray, which really helped. You spray their little cat carriers, you wait 10 minutes, and then you put them in. And oh my gosh, the world of difference between the drives to just the vet for a couple minutes when they'd be screaming without that, to the drives over like the country for a couple hours when they're just mellowed out and sleeping in the crate. It was the biggest godsend for traveling with cats. Speaking of pets, hi! Oh my gosh, so cute! Hi! Good babies!